Hi, welcome. I'm teaching an open conversation class. And this is James Green's English classroom, the group. And we are having two events today, 1 hour of me teaching an open conversation class, and then 1 hour of break, and then 1 hour of teacher coordination subcommittee of the board of directors who talk with each other. And maybe somebody wants to teach in the break. Maybe someone will develop an interest. So there won't be a gap. Let's see. So I invite anyone to bring what's important to them. The floor is open. Everyone with camera.
Yes, this is Radia from Egypt. I want to say hello to Mr. James Mukaddas and Siamak. Actually, I want to talk about my news. I'm happy to see Mr. James today. Hope you get better now, Mr. James. And
hi, Rania.
Hello, Mr. James.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. You too. Hope you are okay now.
You want me to talk about how I'm doing?
Yes, about how is your health condition now?
I feel a lot better from COVID. I had COVID on Wednesday. I caught COVID on Wednesday. So that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday was really the worst of it. And I'm still sick, but the worst of it feels to be over.
Okay, wish you a quick recovery. Actually, in Egypt is known in Egypt that the cough has its time, 2 weeks, and then it ends. Even you take medicine. It's known between the people in Egypt. Even you take medicine. It takes 2 weeks, you still coughing, and then it stops. Suddenly it stops. Okay, about my news, I was on Thursday. We did our mother birthday. Actually, we invited all the family, and we spent a super fantastic time. Actually, we all enjoyed to see my mom happy and my dad, my father. Invite my sisters, brother, and others from our family members. So I enjoyed actually between my family. Thank you. Anyone else?
Rania, I want to summarize you.
Okay.
On Thursday, it was your mother's birthday, and you had a gathering. Actually, you enjoyed a lot.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, great. And I want to say that part is somehow these gatherings. Sometimes we do not see our friends or families for a lot of time. And these parties can be an excuse to see each other, friends, and to say hello, some kind of these things. Fantastic. Okay, anyone else?
Actually, we have this. One of my family characteristic, we do like something like small family meeting every 2 weeks. All the family members, we invite all the family members, and we spend Friday, all the Friday together.
That's fantastic.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
You spent 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks you spend time with your family. Your family gets together to see each
Yes.
other, Rania.
Yes, actually, yeah, that's right. My father and my mother. My father is 73 years old. My mother is 69 years old. So we take care of them, and they spend happy time with us too.
Rania?
Yes, Nelly.
I think you're adding now, and I think James was trying to summarize what you have said before. So I invite you to let James speak first, or tell him first if he understood you, and then wait till he gives up the floor to come in with further information. That okay?
Yes, it's okay now. Yes, I got it. Yes, Mr. James, that's right. You are right.
I heard your dad is 69 or 72, or your parents, something about how old your parents are. And you take care of them.
Yeah, we all, actually, my sisters and my brother.
You all take care of them with your sisters and your brothers.
Yes. That's right.
So difficult to be here. And I don't know why. But it's very nice to see all of you. Very happy to see all of you. Nice to see, especially you, Rania. Nice to see your warm, smiling face.
Thank you, Mr. James. And I'm sure we all happy to see you every meeting.
Anyone else?
Liz, are you talking with us?
Oh, sorry.
Can I say something?
Would you summarize, James?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Okay. James, you're right now in a lockdown because you got COVID-19.
No, I never said that. I think
You
you
said
are
that
all
you're yeah, you're coughing something like that to Rania.
So tell me.
Siamak, James told you, no, you didn't hear what he said. That's not what he said. So
I
yeah.
said that it's very difficult to be here. Maybe I left that ambiguous about why it's difficult to be here. I said I don't know why it's difficult to be here. And I'm very happy to see Rania's warm, smiling face. And I'm very happy to see all of you.
Thank you. Now I want to summarize. You're saying that it's very difficult to be here and you really do not know the reason why. And you're happy to see all of us here, especially Rania and her blessing smile, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Talk about something that I just read. I read a passage, actually it was an essay about the cause of happiness. Why are we happy? And there were some other factors, interesting factors. For example, some of the psychologists believe that our happiness somehow relates to genes that we inherit from our families. And one of these psychologists said that religion can play a role in your happiness. And I wonder how it can help. And there was not much detail about this issue, that how religion can play a great role in happiness. But it was somehow strange to me.
They are also with a curiosity about what might be going on.
Yeah. Yes. And I really do not know. If you all know, you can say. And I think it can be a topic that's.
Would you like to say if it's for you, if you find any source of happiness? All right, I think I understood that you don't see religion as something that makes you happy.
Yeah, I really do not know. I believe that religion cannot be a source of happiness. And it was strange to me that a psychologist said that one factor that can be religion, when you're a religious man, and you will be happy. I really don't know.
Sounds like you're trolling the group. Just a little bit.
James, would you summarize, Siamak, before coming in?
Yeah. Siamak, you said that you heard a psychologist say religion may make people happy, but you can't relate to that. You can't see why religion would make anybody happy.
Yes.
Well,
Sheriff, Redmi Sheriff, would you mute yourself while you're not speaking? You're in a noisy environment.
he doesn't know what you're talking about.
I think I'm gonna just mute them. Or...
Okay, it's okay.
Less noisy, but still, while you're not talking, would you mute yourself, please?
Okay,
So we can hear
okay.
the other voices more clearly then. Thank you.
Okay, understand.
Great. Back
Thanks.
to you, James.
Happiness. Hard to connect to the idea of happiness. Something about it that feels oppressive to me. And like you, Siamak, I can't relate to the idea of religion, using religion, calling on religion, relying on religion to find some peace of mind. And I look or see people who do and feel like, yeah, very hard to relate. Anyone else?
For those who are maybe unfamiliar with what we're doing, James has said anyone else. So I'm inviting anyone in the group to say what you heard James say. And then separate from James and see what's alive in yourself and speak to the group. And even when you're not speaking, I'm inviting you to become clear, to observe what you are doing in this hour where we are here. and what thoughts pass through your mind, and what feelings you have, what is your experience? Are you happy? Are you sad? Just observe. And bring it to the group, to the attention of the group if you like. And I also would like to invite you to really just try it out and summarize what James said, instead of leaving a long gap between one person speaking and then before the next person starts to speak. Even if you don't yet know what you want to say. Just to connect, to keep the conversation in movement.
Read me, I have a mind read that you are from Russia. Is that true? It's just a guess. Don't take it personally. I'm just don't know you. And I have a guess that you're from Russia. Am I correct?
Sorry, whom are you talking to?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh my God, I didn't understand that you're talking to me.
Oh, I said your name. Is it Read Me?
My name is Manucher from Tajikistan. Central Asia.
Manuche.
Yes,
Manuche. Oh,
from Tajikistan. Do you
from
know?
Tajikistan. I know Tajikistan.
Yes.
The only thing I know about Tajikistan is that it's called Tajikistan.
Yeah, I have three children that are very noisy, very active, and make me tired. And I'm seeking a place to talk to you, and maybe something to sit and talk to you alone. But they
Great.
are bothering me every time. That's why I'm looking to a place, a safe place to talk to you.
Great. You seem to have succeeded. I don't hear your children. Say it again for me. Maruchev, your name? Maru. What's your name? Manuche? Oh.
I put it. I put a name that sounds like what Manuche said in his name, and he's frozen. No kids, no internet.
Persian name.
Persian.
Persian. Iran.
Yeah.
Persian name.
I understand Persian.
Yes. Manucher. It's so difficult.
Manucher.
You speak Persian. Persian is different than Dardi, is it? Can't hear you. You're frozen.
Your internet is bad, Manuche. Sure. We can't hear you anymore.
Okay, bye.
And now we can hear you, but you're breaking up. It's coming and going, your internet.
I see the problems. Nice to meet you, Mr. James and Neil.
Nice to meet you.
I will join you next time.
Yeah, you're welcome to join. It's, every day the same time, usually.
Yeah. I learned English, but I had no time to use it. That's why I want to practice my English in order to prove it. That's why I joined your group. The only purpose.
The purpose for joining our group is to learn English. That's your only
Correct.
reason for being here. To practice.
That to and
Can't hear anything you're saying.
Yeah, Manu, either try to go to a different space or maybe participate next class when it's better. James, I think you got the floor.
Okay. Ramesh, I'm looking at you. Ali Shafak, I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you as well.
Mokadas, I'm looking at you. Rania, I'm looking at you. Siamak, I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you, sister.
Nelly.
Should I? Okay.
You want to know if you should do something.
Yeah, I just
You should be happy. That's what you should do. Didn't you know that?
Yeah.
This is the James Green's English classroom religion, and it makes people happy. But with the eye contact, it's helpful if somebody looks at you, if you look at your camera, so they can really see you, and then afterwards look at them.
So let me tell you what I understand. See, this is maybe hard. This is changing the topic, but there's something called induction. So when I made eye contact with you, you want to make eye contact with me, understandably, and you don't like that I'm rushing. And it's true, I am rushing. So I hear you saying you'd like me to slow down and make proper eye contact with you, do both ways rather than just rushing through people. Sure, let's do that. So I'm looking at you, Siamak. I'm looking at your video picture. And I see you looking at me. I see you looking into your camera at me. Thank you. And now I'm looking into my camera, thinking about you, Siamak. Do you have my eyes?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Now I'm still looking into my camera, but I see out of the corner of my eyes, Rania smiling up a storm. And I have a mind read, Rania, that you'd like me to make eye contact with you. No. Okay. I believe you. I won't torture you. Anyone else? Would anyone else like to make eye contact?
Want to ask about something, please? What is the profit?
You're
To
gonna
make eye
have to
contact with us.
summarize and join me, because I took the risk. I took the risk, and now I won't be left alone. I demand to be met where I am and not answer your stupid questions.
Okay. I summarize you, Mr. James. You asked, first you tell me that you are looking at me, you are looking at Siamak, you are looking at Ramesh first, and then you told the Siamak that you are looking at him, and you make eye contact. And then he asked you, what should I do? You said you should be happy. And you looked at me, and you saw me smile.
Yeah.
And you asked me to make a eye contact with me. I
No.
can't do because
No,
I am.
didn't. I didn't. See, I didn't. I didn't ask you to make eye contact with me. But I had a mind read that you wanted to make it with me. Anyway, all of those are details. Details, schmeetails. You got me. Good enough. Thank you, Rania. I won't make you do the song and dance preacher speech. I'll keep that for myself.
So Rania now is separate from James, and you have understood him well enough. Thanks for working with James, and James, thanks for working with Rania. And Rania, you have the floor, and you can check what's going on for yourself and talk to the whole group.
Okay, I refuse to make eye contact with Mr. James because actually this is my nature. I can't talk with the others, but I feel shy to look at someone eyes. Long time. I look left and right, up and down. In the middle, I'm look at his eyes or her eyes. So I refused. This is my nature.
It's uncomfortable for you to make eye contact with someone anytime.
For a long time.
Anyone.
Yes. Yeah. Anyone else?
Can I summarize, Rania?
Yeah, that's how we work here.
Okay. Rania, you said you cannot, you're not able to eye contact directly with somebody. When you're talking to someone, you usually see left or right because it is somehow in your nature that you're not able to directly look at somebody and say what you mean. Am I right?
Yes, that's right. You are right.
Okay, thank you. And about eye contact, I should say that it is really nice. When I'm talking to somebody and that person is not looking to me, I think that person is not understanding me. And that's why I always prefer to have a really strong eye contact to someone when I'm talking to. Without eye contact, I feel that this conversation that we are having can be somehow boring. And when people they are talking and they're looking, for example, at the ceiling or left or right, I feel that somehow they may lack confidence. Okay, thank you. Anyone else? But it is not something personally to Urania. Do not take it personally. It is my idea about icon.
Okay.
Siamak, you love when you can make eye contact with someone. That's how you like to connect with them. It feels like they're paying attention to you, and if they're not making eye contact with you, it feels like they're not. Their attention is somewhere else. So you really like to be able to make eye contact with people you talk to, but you don't want Rania to take that personally. You understand that it's her personal preference is something different.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that we greatly underestimate I'm hiding something by saying we. I'm not doing it on purpose. I don't know who I mean by we. Interesting. Me. I mean me. That's who I was hiding. I'm hiding that I like to make eye contact too. Like I like to connect with people. That's what I was hiding. I like the sense of actually connecting with somebody rather than fake connecting with somebody. And eye contact is a very direct way to do that, a very immediate way to do that. I want to make eye contact with you, Moonmi. I'm looking at you.
I'm looking at you. Happy to see you and everyone.
Would you look into your camera, please, so I can look at, thank you.
Yes.
There you are. So unusual. Thank you. And I'm looking into my camera.
I can see you. Thank you.
There is a part of me that would like to make eye contact with everybody here very slowly, just like one at a time. Could spend like 30 minutes making eye contact here. Something else inside of me resists doing that. Like, I guess it's a negative prediction that the group would grow tired of me doing that, which is interesting also. I'm hiding something else there too, obviously, obvious to me. Hiding my feelings in my negative prediction. My feelings are, yeah, bad. There's something, I just have like a real heavy, bad feeling. Not only bad though, there's also some real good feelings there that I'm hiding. Like it's really, like I feel like a vampire coming into the sunlight. Amans, I'd like to make eye contact with you.
Yeah, sure. Look at my. Wait, you're stuck. I don't know why. Oh, okay,
You have bad eyes, right? That's why you wear sunglasses to protect your eyes from the computer screen.
Yeah, and there's a light.
Okay, I will just imagine your eyes.
Yeah, imagine. Wait. Why are you like? You look like you're okay. Okay, you want eye contact? Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Amans. Thanks.
But yeah, I have a question also.
Oh, a question. A question. Make eye contact.
You know what?
Somebody for 1 second, and
no.
Out comes the questions.
Maybe I need some knowledge from you.
You need some knowledge from me.
Yeah.
Amans, would you bring in the question after James has said? Anyone else?
Bring in the question. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll bring the question after Mr. Green said anyone else.
I just really quickly want to scan the group. Liz was popping in and out. Ria, I can imagine what Ria looks like. Zainab, I have never seen. Oh no, here she comes. Hi, Ria.
Yes. Hi. Hello, everyone.
Zainab, I have never seen Zainab. I don't believe I know what you look like, Zainab. Hi, Zainab. Gloria, I know what you look like. I'm imagining. Rosie, you seem busy with something else as usual, maybe checking some student papers, or who knows what you're always busy with. Hi, nice to see you. Always nice to see you. Hi, Mana.
Hi, James.
You tend to look as serious as a stone statue usually, very austere and serious and studious and still. Hi. Amira.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, James.
I think I got everybody. More connecting. Anyone else?
James. Yes. And when I heard that
what?
Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. Now
this is great.
Oh. Okay. And I totally agree with Siama. I also like eye contact. I don't like sending messages because it sometimes cause a lot of misunderstandings. I really like eye contact, especially when I have any trouble or any disagreement with my friends. I often like direct talk and eye contact. Yeah, because basically, I'm a simple person, and I like honesty and simplicity, and I hate being liar. Yeah. So I think when we talk directly, we can realize many things. Yeah. And so you know, when I join any meeting, I always open my camera. Yeah, I never turn off my camera. Because when I look at the screen and look at faces on the screen, I feel the distance is shorter. Yeah, shorter. Although we live far away, but when we see other faces, we can feel others easily, more easily. And that's all. Anyone else?
This is Munmi. Rosie, you said you joined Siamak and agree that you also like to eye contact with a person when you are talking. And because you like honesty, you are a simple person, and you think that when you eye contact with someone, you feel closer, and therefore you also always open camera when on Zoom meeting. So you don't like people lying. That was your opinion, right? Anything I missed? You are on mute.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So to the group, I'm saying I also join you. I like to make eye contact, and therefore always doesn't matter whatever the meeting is, I always keep my camera on. Even if I'm eating or I'm doing something, I don't care, but I want to see and I want other people to see me. And eye contact is why I feel why eye contact is important, and I want to make eye contact because your body language can lie, but what's on your mind, your eyes never can lie. When you see a person directly on to the person's eyes, that you can understand what the person is thinking, or agreeing to you or disagreeing to you. Your eyes can tell many things, and so that's why I prefer to make eye contact while I talk to someone. That's all. Anyone else?
This Myanmar, I'll number you up. You had said you like to connect with someone by making eye contact at anyone's eye. It makes you know what are they feeling when you look at their eyes. Am I right?
Yes.
They're right. Okay. Thanks. Well, from I make eye contact too. When I was a kid, it was normal to make eye contact, but when I grow older, when a lot of things happen, it felt like a bit like weird, looking at someone. It's like I know there's the first stage. It becomes like the first stage when I look at someone's eye, when I'm talking to them. It looks like you have a like a romantic feeling. Looking at. I don't know why it looks like like you are having a romantic relationship, even though you're looking at a man or a woman. It's like I just don't know how should I feel, but when I look at someone's eye, it feels like a romantic relationship.
You don't know how you should feel. You feel happy. Is that not yet clear?
Yeah, no. I mean, it happened, but it's like it's weird. It's like looking at imagine looking at a man eye, and your friend is a male, and you look at his eyes like it's like it's weird. Like it's a weird feeling. That's why I look at other things, like his nose or his mouth. But if it's a woman, a beautiful woman, yeah, I look at her eyes for longer. But then if it was other kind of person, it will be feeling weird. But yeah, that's all from me. eye contact is good for, you know, stay connected. But for me, looking at someone's eyes for longer, it's feel like you're having a weird romantic relationship, something like that. I just don't know. It just felt like that, you know, like insecure or something like that. So yeah, but I have a question, you know, at Mr. Green. I just, you know, how do you, you know, if you talk to someone else, do you like look at his eyes or look at his nose or other places at his face, you know, or you just, I mean, when you talk to someone else, do you like look at his eyes for longer, like focus on his eyes forever, you know, like like that, or you just look at his mouth? I mean, it's a human nature, right? But I don't know.
I think you have brought your question in, and also we are almost at the end of this class. So I would like to ask if any of the people here would like to teach for the next hour to bridge our gap.
Yes, I'm going to teach for the next hour.
Okay, great. Okay, back to the group.
I don't want to leave you hanging, Amans. To answer your question, it depends. I, like other people, sometimes feel uncomfortable making eye contact. I don't realize it though, so I might not make eye contact and then not realize it.
Oh, okay. So you make eye contact, sometimes you don't realize it.
No, I said the opposite.
You realize and you make contact?
No, I don't make eye contact. And I don't realize that I'm not making eye contact. I don't realize that I'm feeling uncomfortable to look directly at somebody. But I don't do that on purpose. It just happens. And then other times I think, oh, let me look at the person that I'm talking to. Talking more about in person, of course. Did that answer your question?
Okay. So you look at someone else and you, without realizing that, you feel uncomfortable. Am I right? And then it's like, oh my God, it's really hard to understand. Hold on. Wait, can you repeat back again? Hold on.
Maybe somebody else can. Did anyone hear what James said?
This is Ali Shafak. James, you said that you sometimes make eye contact with people, but if you look directly to the eyes of someone when you are speaking with, so maybe you feel uncomfortable, so you don't do that. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I want to join you because sometimes when I speak with someone strangers face to face, so at that time, if I have eye contact with that very directly with his eyes or her eyes, so I feel I'm uncomfortable, and sometimes my eyes get full of water. I don't know why. Yeah, there comes some tears in my eyes. So I think it his or her energy impact on me, and I feel uncomfortable. So when I talk with my friends or many people that I know for a long time, so I'm comfortable with them, and no problem for me when I have directly eye contact with him or with them. Anyone else?
And I'd like to pass the teacher role over to James and also the host role. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Nelly. Bye-bye.
So it is the continuation of the same topic, or?
Sure, yes, you can continue.
Okay. So Ali, you said when you look at a stranger, you feel uncomfortable, and sometimes your eyes full of water, tear, and when you talk with your friends or familiar person, you feel comfortable and you make eye contact directly to them. Is that right?
Yes, yes, you got me. Thank you.
Okay. In my case, I can directly look at the stranger for a long time, I guess. I can stare at strangers very well without any discomfort. But when I have some feeling towards a person, so I really find it's very hard to make a longer eye contact to the person. And it happens with me. I immediately, either I will look down or up or somewhere, but not directly to the person. And otherwise, I'm quite comfortable in making eye contact to any person while I talk. Just except when I have a I have a feeling for the person. So I really feel odd. Or I have a feeling that the person may catch me. So I have a fear of, so that's how I don't want to make eye contact with them when I have a feeling for them.
Yeah.
And I want to hide. I want to hide the feeling.
Yeah.
So anyone else?
There was a question in my mind about the thing that you said. When you have a feeling about some person, you cannot eye contact with him because you feel shy or maybe something else impact on you, and you cannot.
I don't feel shy. I don't feel shy. I want to hide.
Yeah, you want to hide. Okay. Yeah. So question is that when you fish with that person at the first time, you feel like that, or always you feel like that?
When I get the feeling, so I cannot stare for a long time. But I do eye contact with the person, but frequently, closing my eyes, I cannot stare at the person for a long time, especially when I have the feeling that no, the person will now catch me, that he will, from my eyes, he can understand that I have a feeling for the person. So I immediately, look down or up or by the side.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Anyone else?
This is me, Ahmad. I think Ms. Mumi, you had said that when you eye contact at someone's eye, you can eye contact with them, but when you have feeling, you are like scared. If you have feeling at that person, you're looking at his eye, you have feeling, you feel like scared. You want to hide. You can't look longer at his or her eye. When you have feeling at that person, you're looking at the eye there. Am I right?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you did say. The last part. Half of it is correct.
But you feel like you want to hide if you eye contact at someone's eye. If you have feelings for him or her, you feel like you shy.
Well, not for her. Okay, if I have a love feeling for some ladies, I can I can stare at her. Okay, this is only for male, I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I got correct, right? We got correct.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Well, for me, I have also that feeling, eye contact, right? After COVID, 2 years, I lock and I was in my home. I cannot go out. The government won't let people go out in COVID lockdown, right? I stay at home and alone, alone for 1 year, I think. Everything's happened, like COVID, and after 1 year, I don't know. I feel a little bit like a bit like paranoid. I don't know why. And when I see someone in front of me, when I try to look at their eyes, it's like my eyes keep blinking so many times. Like this, and I can't focus. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. It feels like I'm scared. I'm shy. I feel like I'm not a normal person anymore, and it's weird. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, it makes me really scared. And when people like look at me, I look at them, I start blinking, and I also have this tears coming out of my eyes if I try to like this, try to force myself. It hurts my eyes. I don't know why. I feel I want to cry, and then after 1 year, I still have that kind of problem. I don't know what's wrong. And if I force myself to look at someone's eyes like this, yeah, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, yesterday I go to the shop. Yeah, what do you do there? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then suddenly he start feeling weird. Why are you looking at me so long? And why you're not blinking your eyes? And then he's the one who start feeling scared to me.
Why aren't you blinking?
I don't know. I felt like I don't know. That's why I ask you. Mr. Green.
Why would you ask me? I don't know why you're not blinking.
Well, I don't know. I thought this is a normal thing to do, when you have conversation with someone else.
What makes you think that doing this is the normal thing to do? What are you talking? Who thinks that talking to somebody without blinking like this is the normal thing to do? What are you talking about?
Yeah, maybe I don't know where I got the idea. Maybe it's just it's really weird. I can't even understand why
it is really weird. Amans, you're right. It is really weird. I wouldn't talk to people like that unless you want them to think that something is really, really strange.
Oh, really?
Wouldn't you think it was strange? Wouldn't you think? No, just think about it for a minute. Wouldn't you think it was strange if somebody was talking to you like this, without blinking, with their eyes open very widely? Well, would you think something is strange?
Yeah, I felt strange.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's probably how they're going to feel if you do that to them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's how they're going to feel when I do that to them. And I also have a question, like, how many times
slow with the questions. Take it in. Take what I'm saying in. You have a discovery. You're making a discovery about something.
Yeah, I discovered about something. Yeah. I think I don't know why I do that. It's weird. I have also, maybe I have a lot of mind read, I think, at everyone else around me. That's why it makes me scared. But now, the eye contact thing, it makes me confidence to look at people, but I still have the mind read of, looking at people's eyes, man. Mr. Green, like, example, a guy who brooms the floor of the road, you know, next to the road. You know, I was trying to act normal, and then I look at his eyes, and he started looking at me, and then he's suddenly it's like he's going to blow up, try to get angry at me. Why are you looking at me, you know, so long? And then I quickly ran away, and then I thought, is that a
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Yeah, slow down, yeah.
You know, the reason I say slow down is because I don't think you realize it, but your storytelling and your kind of connection to the group are like out of sync. There's, I don't think you realize it though. There's something about when you tell a story, you're a couple of steps out of sync with your connection to the group. There's a part of you that is connecting to the group and is telling us, you know, and we're getting what you're saying. And then there's a kind of other part of you that jumps out of that a couple of steps away. And it will leave people feeling a little bit less connected to you. So I'm trying to point that out to you so that you don't leave people, that you don't disconnect from people for the story, which is, you know, we have that kind of a habit or ability to tell stories. The trouble is, the trouble or the delicacy, the delicate thing is telling a story that is kind of context, it's relevant. So what you did was you started off with a story that was relevant. You said, and it was very clear, you said, you know, sometimes you look at somebody and you give them your big, unblinking, googly eyes, and they think that that's weird. Now that's a very relevant story. And you can stay there and stay connected to the group. You move on to 3, 4, 5, 6 other not so connected stories, you lose us, right? So if you want to, so stay with the strong story, you brought that in, and then see what comes up inside the group. Would you like to see?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay, so I have my story there, and anybody else?
Yeah, good work.
This is Monmi. Aman, I heard you said once you stared without blinking your eyes and talking with your friends, and they felt scared, like what happened? I mean, they're scared of your eyes or the way you speak to them. Is that right?
Yeah, they scared at me looking at them for too long. And
yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, so they were scared of you because you were for a long time you were staring at them without blinking eyes and talking to them, right?
Yeah, and yeah, I thought that was a thing that what human does, you know, looking at people's eyes for too long, but it's, you know, but it's not actually. Yeah, that's.
I didn't understand. What did you, I mean, you thought how people react if you for too long you stare at people for too long, what they will feel or how they will react. You were thinking about that?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. To the group, I'm saying there's a story, similar story. I remember for the first time in my university. Means I'm in my country only. I was shifting from my state to another, I mean, the capital of India, that is Delhi. So for the first time, I was traveling in bus there. And after a few days, I have seen Delhi people are like, especially the male, I mean, they are horrible. And one man was, I wasn't there in, I mean, I was traveling in bus, and a person's continuously staring at me for too long time. Finally, I got irritated and I asked him, what happened? Is there something written on my forehead? What did you read? Yeah. So I couldn't bear a stranger was staring at me for a long time. I mean, what's wrong with this person? So I used to react when I saw people staring at me, that especially the stranger, for a long time. I used to ask, what's there? Is there something written on my forehead? You are looking at me for so long. So yeah, so I really feel uncomfortable if a stranger looks at me for too long time, because I don't know them. And what's the reason? What's the purpose that they're looking at me? I'm not Miss World, Miss Universe. So what's wrong with the person?
I thought we were going to get a punchline to that story. You set the story up. There's this strange guy staring at you, and you actually confront him. And you're not going to tell us what happened? What did he say? He didn't give a reason?
He didn't. He didn't give any reason. He didn't give any reason. He just, then turned off his face, but he didn't say anything. Because I was the kind of, lady, from my childhood only, I used to, never scared of people. If they say something or, strange or something, I used to scold them. And when needed, I used to punch them also. So they didn't react, just they went. This is about, I was saying about eye contact only, but there are many stories where I used to give them, I used to call police also. These all are bus stories. Anyone else?
This is Ria. Munmi, you shared a story related eye contact. When you were traveling in bus, someone continuously look on you, and you feel very irritating for looking in you. So you said the stranger, someone written in your forehead, that's why he might be look at yourself, I think. So it was a irritating experience for you, and you shared the story all to us. Am I right,
Yes.
Munmi?
Yes.
So yes, I think it is very relevant that when I face also the same, but not the exactly, but the same feeling when I was returning my family, my uncle's house. A stranger, old man, was continuously look at me. I don't know what's the reason, but when I look on him, like to feel anger, then he changes his eyesight and go away. So now it's very usual to me, because I face this type of people in road, in bus, in many places. So it is really used to me, because most of the people are try, not only ladies, not only gents, but most of the gents always try to make eye contact. Don't know why they do that, but they try always. They make the eye contact with strangers, women, like that. So it was really embarrassing, I think. That's it. Anyone else?
This is Liz from Indonesia. Ria, you said that when you visited your uncle's house, an old man staring at you for continuously, and when you stare back to the man, he he go away, and it's common in your place that a strong man stare to the woman. Am I right? Even you don't know
Yes.
what is the reason of
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's it.
Actually, in my place also the same, because I looking different, because commonly in Indonesia, people is not covering their face. So people who is a little bit different, they always staring. So is it common also for me? Anyone else?
This is Muqaddas Jua from Afghanistan. I would like to summarize Liz. Liz, you also think that the situation of your country is the same as the situation of country of Ria, and you're saying that it's common for people in your country to look at each other continuously, and it has become a common thing for you, right?
Yeah, that's true. But it's just only for people who is different with other people. It's not common thing. Like me, I cover my face. That's why people look at me and see what is the difference. So in the first time, I feel strange, but no, it's a common. Just for people who is it different, but for other people who is common, usual, no. They never do that because it's a little bit impolite in our place.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
So for me, I kind of have a character, a personality that when people tries to make eye contact with me, I kind of feel shy, and I will not be able to make eye contact with him or her, especially with men, not women. When it comes to women, I can make eye contact with her continuously without any discomfort. But when it comes to male, I do not feel very comfortable. And when they try to make contact in my country, when men try to make contact with me, I usually turn my face, and or I usually do not look back to him, and I can't see at him clearly. Anyone else?
This is Rania from Egypt. Muqaddas, wanna summarize you? You said that you when you are talking with someone, so you can't feel comfortable with looking at, to make eye contact when the person is male, but when she is female, so you can do it comfortably. Yes, am I right?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. So yes, as I said before, yes, this is one of my nature too, one of my character too, actually. And want to mention funny situation between me and my husband. Actually, at the beginning of my marriage, my husband talked about his work, some stories of his work, and he focused and he looking at me, and he related to me some issues. But because of he didn't realize my nature before, so I'm looking at him and I'm looking like that. But I'm totally focused with him. So he got angry And he told me he never talked to me about any issue before because I never focused with him. I didn't focus with him with his talking. I'm not interested in listening to any issues about him. But after that, I told him this is my nature actually. I'm totally focused with you, but I can't look at your eyes long time. So it was a problem at my beginning of my marriage beginning actually. Anyone else?
I want to
Yeah.
ask Rania one thing. I mean, before that, I need to summarize, I guess. Okay. So Rania said that you shared a real story with us about your husband and you when in the initial period when husband was talking to you regarding some issues, and he was constantly looking at you and talking, but you were focused on the topic and focused on attentively listening to him, but you were unable to look at him constantly.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes, yes. You're right.
I want to know how about now? Can you look at him directly now?
Sure.
Blushing.
After approximately 14 years of my marriage, so I can look strongly to him.
Okay, constantly now you can look at him.
No, it's still actually no. It's just joking. Still, I can't look at him because, as I told you, it's one of my nature. I can't change.
Okay.
Yes. Welcome back, Moni. By the way, I'm happy to see you today.
Yes, I am
You were
back, but
absent.
still on break.
You know,
Yeah.
you are one of my. For me, you are one of the group rescuer.
Really, thank you so much. I have been missing. Yeah.
Sorry, the
Yes.
what? Rania, one of the what?
One of the group rescuer.
Rescuer.
Yeah, yes, for reason actually. Moni is active and she can talk English fluently. We have many rescuers actually in the group. But Moni, I missed Moni because Moni is active, and when the group becomes silent, she can open conversations.
Yeah.
She can give ideas. She can do
Okay.
actually a good
Thank
things in the
you.
group.
Absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
I just
You are welcome.
I don't want to I can't, so many things going on. So just want to pause just 1 second just to say hello to people who have come in. Yasir, hi. Nice to see you. Long time no see. Ahmed, hi. Nargiz, Fatima, hi. Islam, Kadar, Yulti. I think that was everyone who had just stepped in. iPhone, if you want to let us know who you are, your name, that would be great. I don't remember who had the floor, so if you remember, back to you.
Yeah. First of all, yeah, thank you for what you said about me, Rania, but I don't think I'm fluent in English. And it's really strange for me to hear, after 14 years, still you cannot make eye contact or constantly look at your husband after 14 years. I mean, this is really strange. This is really strange. Something. For me, yeah, I can eye contact with my husband constantly, but I really don't want to. I'm fed up of this man. So, and I think it's normal.
You broke up there, Munmi. You broke up there. I couldn't hear you. Something, man.
I said, now can you hear?
Yeah.
No. This is on live, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't care.
Does your husband watch your live videos?
I would love to if he watches things that I don't want to tell him directly. He will learn from the YouTube.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay. Yes, let's see. So yes, I can definitely I can eye contact with my husband for a long time, but I don't want to. I'm fed up of this man looking at the same person all the time. This is really so boring. But that's what I was about to tell him. I mean, this is really strange for me. You have been living for 14 years together, and still you feel hesitant to look at the person. This is really strange. That's all. It's like stranger. Anyone else?
This is Myanmar. I think you had said that after 14 years, you still can't look at your husband's eyes for a longer time. You feel like you are shy. Am I right?
I didn't say it. I was summarizing, Rania. I can look at my husband constantly. And I said, but I don't want to look at him. I'm fed up of looking at the same person.
You understand him, and you don't need to eye contact him to understand what he means. And it's my thought. And sometimes I don't have eye contact with my husband. Yeah, because I can understand what he means. However, for a stranger, I will use eye contact, but I don't stare at him or her. Yeah, we just look through that stranger because we know nothing. We know nothing about him or her. We only look through, not stare at him or her. Yeah. So it's the way we can discover or realize what feeling we have about that stranger. So if a stranger only look through you, you don't need to feel scared because they are just curious who you are. But if he stare at you, so you should stare at him to give us a threaten him. Don't do anything bad to me. Is my opinion. Okay. Anyone else?
Mr. Rosie, you had said that it's because people can look at people's eye because they trust them. And if you look at stranger's eye, you feel scared because you don't know that stranger and you don't trust him. Am I right?
No. When I look to a stranger, I just want to know who they are. Because first feeling when we look at someone, it can real feeling, or sometimes it's not real.
So you look at strangers' eyes because you want to know them.
No, I don't. I not only look at their eyes, but I look through from the head to the foot.
You not only look at their eyes, you look from the head to the foot.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And and it give me the first feeling about that stranger. However, I don't stare at him or her because I don't want to bring him the scary scary feelings about me. Oh yeah, I will try to speak more slowly.
You're not You don't need to speak more slowly, Rosie. You're actually very clear.
I got her.
You're very clear to me. You're very clear to Amans, who is summarizing you. Ali Shafak is a troublemaker. Don't get distracted. Stay focused on what you're doing. You're doing great.
Miss Wong, I got you. So the last part you had said at me that, and also you don't look at people's eyes for too long because they might scare at you. They might scare, you know, to you, you know, like that. Okay. I got you. Yeah.
Yes. And someone look at you for some minutes because they are curious who you are. So if they don't stare at you, so we don't need to give a threat to him or her. It's my opinion. Anyone else?
Okay. All right. So for me, I usually can eye contact at someone. At first, it was feeling uncomfortable. Later, after the COVID happened, 1 year living in house, don't go out. I suddenly felt scared at looking at someone's eyes. It's like I have so many mind read, you know, like thinking negatively about everyone around me. It's like when they start looking at my eyes, I start looking at them back. I blink, my tears go out from my eyes. I have a mind that those person look at my eyes were trying to beat me up, trying to kill me, or trying to hate me and everything. And it makes me really depressed. It makes me want to run away from their.
Slow down. Yes, if you're gonna have those mind reads that people want to beat you up, of course you're gonna be scared and depressed. So now what you want to check is there anything to base that on? Or is it just kind of an idle fantasy?
Maybe it's a fantasy. The reason for that happened because after 1 year COVID, I only have maybe a little amount of clothes, and my clothes all got worn out. And
a month?
Yeah.
Slow down. Clothing worn out, getting beat up. Is there a connection? You're talking. Yes.
There is.
Okay.
People started the gang members at the street starting to think that I'm a crazy, you know, a crazy person. They all look at me, try to beat me up. That's because of that.
Hold on. So I take that seriously because there are gangs. It's not a fantasy. There certainly could be gangs. It could be unfriendly people. I've told you, even where I live, if I make eye contact with wrong people would maybe create a problem for me. So I'm not saying that it's just a fantasy, but in your case, you're having these mind reads that there's some kind, you sense some kind of danger from strangers on the street.
Yeah. I sense some kind of danger from the street.
Okay.
And I take that as a basis, and because of that, I thought everyone is like that, like those people, like the gang members. But
so that maybe that might be going too far. Maybe not everybody is a gang member. I can't really say, right? There's a lot of unknowns here, which is why I'm suggesting for you to go slow. If anything, I want to work with you to just strengthen your reality testing muscles so that you're less in your head scaring yourself and more able to distinguish from your fantasies and genuine concerns, because it's important to have concerns. We go out into the world and we need to protect ourselves and take, be cautious.
Okay.
And you're raising an issue, which is, if you make not just you, the group is raising this issue, making eye contact in public with strangers, sometimes who you don't want to make eye contact with. Very different, for example, than here. I mean, in a way, we're kind of strangers here. It's a little bit different online. A little bit different here, where there are people, we're kind of in a group of people we know. There may be people who come in we don't know. Different than being alone in person, making eye contact with complete strangers, or who want to make eye contact with you and you don't want to. Kind of very different context. And people are saying, yeah, I don't want to make eye contact with just anybody. It's intimate, it's personal, it might even feel threatening. Right, Rosie is saying, well, I look at people just, to see, what is my vibe? What is my feeling from them? Do I feel safe? Do they seem safe or okay or not, right? So she spends a moment checking them out, a little bit different than eye contact, right? She said she takes the whole picture in, which I'm guessing you do something like that, Amans, right? If there are people who might be dangerous, you might have some clues or some information that tells you, oh, something is a little dangerous, right? And that's very subtle. That's very hard to tell, even for the person in their own culture and country. Even from city to city. Like I'm from New York City. I grew up being very suspicious of anybody on the street. You don't talk to anybody. Anybody is dangerous. That's how I grew up. And so now I still feel that way. If I'm in New York City and somebody talks to strangers, my alarm goes off. Other people, not from New York City, they feel more comfortable to talk to strangers. The city is different now, but these things change how we determine our safety, right? So you're talking about issues of safety, a little different than eye contact. It's not totally unrelated, right? But it's a bigger issue. And I want you to be safe, Amans.
Yeah, I hope I'm safe because
right?
I hope I'm safe at where I go. Yeah.
And so you're thinking, I mean, you're considering what's going on. When are you safe, right? You have mind reads because you want to be safe. That makes sense. You want to try to figure out when you're safe, and we don't know. Like I'm looking, who might be dangerous if I'm walking around alone in the city. But I don't know. There might be someone who looks dangerous to me, but they're not. And there might be someone who looks safe and then it's dangerous. It's, each country is different. Each city is different. But it's talking about strangers in public. It's different. Meeting strangers in public is risky. There's some risk involved talking or looking at strangers in public. I think I told you this story that I'm just sitting on my porch in my house, just sitting on the front porch, and some stranger walked by, and I just looked at him, just briefly. I just looked at him and smiled. I didn't even say hello. I just smiled, and he started screaming at me. Very scary, right? It's at my house. Somebody screaming at me in a threatening way. Very scary. I later discovered that he is a dangerous person in the neighborhood, and he goes around to many people, starting fights with people. He's looking for people to start fights with. So it had nothing to do with me. I don't even know the person. He does it to many people. The police know him. I don't have any bad feelings towards him. He's creating a very difficult situation for himself. I'm sorry, but I need to still protect myself from people like that. If there's somebody who is just looking for trouble, I don't want to, if I see him, I will go in the other direction. It's not my interest to be with him. But he lives in the neighborhood, so I have to be aware, there are dangerous people in public sometimes. Okay, that's my speech on public being safe. Now, one more thing that I don't want to drop is Ali Shafak. You kind of brought in something, but you didn't bring it in. Do you really want to lose that?
No, just the ladies were speaking about the means that the men all the time stare at them, and they are feeling uncomfortable when men are looking at them. So I want to say to the woman that you are beautiful. You can feel that, you can understand that you are beautiful, and God created beautiful beautiness for watching. So why you are get anger? Yeah.
Are you curious?
Yeah. I want to ask them why they're feeling anger when someone looking at them.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Okay, me first. Hello everyone. I'm Jiwai from Philippines. So Ali Shafak said that we women feel angry when men look at us. Okay, and it's because I think sometimes, not really always, that when we caught someone, a man looking at us, like for me, for example, I had just an experience recently when I was at the mall. I'm sorry.
Would you turn your camera on?
Oh, I couldn't turn it on because I don't have a cam on my laptop right now, and I'm not using my phone, so I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So as what I'm saying, so I was in a restaurant and I'm walking, and then a man just looking at me, staring at me, and I feel like the way he looked at me, there's this sexual malice, and I feel disgust, and I feel afraid right in that moment, and I feel like I experienced this before when before the COVID started, and like I'm experiencing it again right now, and I feel like I know that it's not just me experiencing this kind of situation, and so I feel like women doesn't deserve this kind of treatment from other men staring, even if you're just staring or looking at women, but you kind of feeling have this vibes that that man who is staring at you is bad, and you feel nervous when you experience that. And so yeah, because sometimes you feel some danger, and that's why when men look at us, sometimes we feel bad, or something like that. So that's the reason, but not always. I think some men are really friendly, they smile, but sometimes we also feel that some men are dangerous when they look at us. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you feel disgusted, I believe.
Yes, yes, I do. I did.
This is Munmi.
One moment, Munmi. Did you get an answer to your question, Ali?
Yeah, she said that she felt disgusted when the men stare at them. Maybe they feel that they are threatening them. So I'm just confused. It's not related to the threatened, I think. Just he is looking at you. He's looking at you.
Ali. So
yeah,
there's a part of you. There's a
Hello,
part of
sir.
you.
Okay.
One second. Yes, yeah, I know it's. We do what we can. Ali, there's a part of you that's curious. And there's a part of you that is not curious. I want you to notice that. Really, it's two different subgroups. Both valid, but different. There's one subgroup speaking up that says there's something natural and innocent about sexual attraction and wanting to look at somebody who is attractive. Valid. And then there's another subgroup which says, I don't feel safe. I feel disgusted at the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel in danger. That the attention may be a precursor, like a beginning to some actual physical danger. So it's two different subgroups.
Yeah. So as far as I know, may I? Okay. As far as I know,
well,
it's
so
natural. It's
yeah.
natural.
So the thing is, you're going back to your subgroup, which is why I don't let people ask questions, because it's not really a question then. You invited the answer, and then you're going back to your subgroup. And that creates a situation where both subgroups are coming in at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't work. We see what happens when we try to do that. So that's why I'm gonna say, for you, you asked your question, you got your answer. Now take in the answer. And we have just about 7.5 minutes left for the end. So I'm gonna go to surprises and learnings, and encourage people who are in the sound subgroup to bring in anything that they might have not gotten into surprises learning. So surprises, learnings, satisfactions, dissatisfactions, discoveries, next moves.
Hello. This is Yasser Arafat from Pakistan, and today I learn a lot, and about eye contact. So for me, it was a very surprising, because I have faced many problems about eye contacts, and it is very helpful for us, because don't see like this any girl, any person, because it's very bad effect. Because I faced once upon a time, I was standing in a station, and there was a girl, another boy who was seeing like this straight, and the girls came for me and told me, please help me, that guy sing like this. So I was very scared and told him, get out from here. because I was very busy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rush you to the end of your story because
Yeah.
we don't have really time for your story right now, but you had a learning about it. I don't know what your learning was.
Yeah.
What was your learning about eye contact? That it
Yeah. For me, about eye contact, don't see like straight any person.
don't stare.
Yeah, like this for a long time.
Okay,
But-
yeah. Staring
Yeah,
at strangers for a long time, people won't like that. They'll find that threatening or uncomfortable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Other surprises, learnings, satisfactions, dissatisfactions, discoveries, next moves.
Hello, can I speak again? So,
Go ahead.
Okay. So, satisfaction for me is I am able to talk about my experience when it comes to looking with or strangers. I don't know. Yeah. And I think my dissatisfaction is not being able to talk about it more, discuss it more with others. So yeah, that's it.
Dissatisfaction, one small thing you could do so you're not so dissatisfied next time.
Okay. Maybe I can be on time in the next meeting, and I can give my topic or opinion, and then we can, as a group, we can talk about it more next time.
Great
Then-
idea. Great idea. Other surprises, learnings.
This is Fatima. I'm surprised Ali Shafak see that so natural that why looking women make them feel angry or annoyed. I just surprised how we can feel anything like this. That's it, with no explanation. Maybe next time we will talk about it. Thank you.
Me a month, I have learning experience from Mr. Green and from the other person. Stay away from gang members and crazy people, and don't make fantasy about people killing me, and don't look too long at someone's eyes because that person might feel threatened. And yeah, that's all. Anybody else?
This is Ali Shafak from Afghanistan. I satisfied, and we had a good discussion together and learned something. And I want to say that I was just kidding with the ladies in the group. So I bring that issue in here. Just it was not my real idea about that. Just I was kidding. Sorry if you.
Is that a surprise or a learning?
Yeah,
really,
it was
a satisfaction. It's an explanation, not part of surprises and learnings.
Yeah, sorry.
Importantly, not part of surprises and learnings. Any last surprises or learnings?
This is Liz from Indonesia. Actually, eye contact remembers me with some experience. So when I listen people here, it reminds me one experience to one experience, because we are women, we cover our face, and sometimes we communicate with our eyes. So I just remember about it. Maybe next time I will talk about communication with eye contact. It's just for a woman, because I give one example. If we want to asking what to other people when I mean the other woman when they staring at you, we commonly do this, raise our eyebrow like this one, to asking what do you need some, because they are staring us. Okay, thank you.
So you have some, it sounds like some discoveries of stories or next moves of topics related to eye contact that are interesting to you that you want to bring in next time. Great. Okay.
Yeah,
So that I will end on that. And thank you everybody for participating in my class. The next hour or period is it's a organizational meeting. The board is having a meeting for the teacher coordination subcommittee. And I'm gonna leave that to the chair for that meeting to explain the parameters of that meeting. You're chairing that, Ahmed, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
my teacher.
So I'm gonna pass over to you. I'm also gonna give you host for the Zoom call.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. You are host, and thank you everybody. Okay.
Welcome everybody. I don't know if my voice is audible. If you, that's all. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you everybody. So let's start talking about the teacher coordination sub committee. Like James said, that's the meeting for the organize our task here in this group, the party of the board of director. So let's share the agenda item. If anybody want to talking about the agenda item. I think in the teacher coordination channel on Discord, we have the one agenda. Monmi write that he's planning to join today for teacher coordination subcommittee of the internet connection supported. Any agenda item we want to discuss about it today?
I would like to talk about how to divide the work of the teacher coordination between the members who are interested to work in teacher coordination.
Okay. That's the first agenda item. Any other agenda items?
Yes, I would like to discuss if anyone interested in supplying the work, maybe monthly or bi-monthly. After a discussion, whatever you decide.
Okay. Any agenda items?
Maybe discuss the list that Fatima has been creating and just brainstorm what is useful about it, or what might be better, or what different possibilities we see to do it.
So do you talking about the Fatima task to create the spreadsheet?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's the 3 agenda item. And also want to talking about the teacher coordination team who is working in the teacher coordinations and any members on the teacher coordinations give the explanation about his or her task in the teacher, especially in the teacher coordinations.
I would also like to talk about this issue of pushing a teacher to teach and waiting for teachers to tell the group that they want to teach.
Yeah. Okay, we can start. Choosing the agenda item, and we can start and talking about it.
Yeah, I would like to start with that item. My understanding from what James has said is that he wants, like in his classroom, when he's the open conversation classes, he's never really pushing on somebody to talk. And I like this idea to as teacher coordinator, only work with teachers who come to us and say, oh, I want to teach. Can you help me how to do that? And not to ask someone, hey, you haven't taught for a long time. What about, would you like to teach now? Or the group has a gap here. You, specific teacher, would you be available to teach at this time slot, but always address the whole group of teachers? To not make this an additional incentive, or to make it like the group is asking a favor and now the teacher says, oh yeah, actually I don't want to do it, but I also want to, I don't want to say no to the person who asks me. So yeah, I think that this is better. Anyone else?
This is nearly you said like you don't want to push a teacher to teach a class. Like James never pushes in his class to talk. Person speaks on their own. So, and when we push someone, sometimes the person may not be wanting to teach, but because we cannot say, the person cannot deny, just to keep the words. I mean, it's like forcefully we make them say yes, and that you don't want. You want the teacher to come forward, take initiative to teach, and I mean the person wants. That comes from him inside, his inside. There is no pushing on that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I do agree with that too. I also want the teacher come forward when we have so many gaps. Instead of asking if anyone is, I mean, available, or if the teacher come forward, it is better. And I also think that is a responsibility when we have a gap. Or someone has cancelled, that is again without pushing anyone, I'm saying, but I think that responsibility should be in every one of us. Sense of responsibility to to proceed the group, to proceed the classes. So that's all. Anyone else?
This is Ahmed. Monmi, you said that like you agree with Nelly, don't push the teacher to teach the class, and you have the explorations about you need to ask the teachers if that is available or not. and you can ask him to teach the class. And you think that is correct way to following as a teacher coordinations member?
I didn't get the last part of you.
And you see that this way, I'm talking this method to asking the people he or she is available to teach the class, and you think that's the correct method or way to asking the teacher to teach the class?
Yeah, teacher should come forward. Yeah, I mean, from teacher coordinator can ask when there is a gap or something about the availability. Teacher coordinator can ask, and teacher, any available teacher who really wants to teach should come forward without any hesitation and should feel it as a sense of responsibility.
Yeah, and you focusing on the gaps on the schedule, and you need to asking the people about he have the desire to teach the class. Yeah. To be honest, before we change the teacher coordinations process, I was working with Nelly in the teachers coordinations as a member in this team. The way was I give the gaps from Nelly, in the schedule, in the delay schedule, maybe the weekly schedule, and I'm gonna asking the teacher on the teacher channel, any teacher available to teach in the these gaps on the schedule, in the delay schedule. And to be honest, all my contextual working in the teachers coordination, I didn't push any person to teach the class. That is not tutorial decision, and that is very, if you anybody have the desire, you can come teach the class. If you anybody don't have any desire, we don't push anybody. And if you asking the teachers on the teacher channel on the Discord, and we don't find any teacher to teach the class, the member of the board of director that's making the rules and they're responsible to teach the class, And to be honest, maybe that's a great idea to don't push the people. And for me, didn't push anybody to teach the class. And I believe this idea and I agree with Nelly opinion and Nelly agenda to discuss about it. We don't push anybody to, I'm talking about the teachers, to teach the teaching the class. And I think we can salute this problem if you making this delay schedule, maybe the weekly schedule, and we see the gaps in our schedule, and give me or Monmi to connect with the teacher. He have the desire to put his or her name in the delay schedule, And also we can fix this problem. And avoiding the asking the people, maybe in the private, maybe in the general, anybody available to coming to teach the class. I think we can solve this problem by this way.
Ahmed?
Anyone else?
Oh, yeah. You like looking ahead a couple of days and seeing which gaps there are in the schedule.
Right.
And then going to the teacher scheduling channel on Discord and asking, is there any teacher who would like to teach in this time slot?
That's right.
And you don't like asking people in private. You don't want to do that. The teachers to have a conversation in private with them to organize them. I heard, is it good enough, my summary?
Yeah, go ahead. You get the flower.
Okay. Yeah. So the conversation, I hear that Ahmed doesn't like to have the private conversations, and he doesn't want to talk directly to a teacher and ask them to teach if there's a gap. But I think that exactly that happened with Ramesh. So I'm not sure if I believe that. So Ahmed was, maybe he changed his mind since then. But yeah, he was asking Ramesh, and I think Ramesh really wanted to teach and maybe just didn't know that it's possible. But still, I think it's the way to do it. I don't like it to pick one individual teacher whom I think, yeah, probably that teacher wants to teach and probably they are available, and ask them, oh, we have this gap, and would you, without speaking to the whole group of teachers. So I just would like to check if that's really true for Ahmed, if he sees that he has done that, and if he still thinks that's a good idea, or if he now thinks, no, I don't want to do that again. That's my question. Anyone else?
And sometimes I feel you are mother. And a lot of your time, give me the orientation and the guideline. Sometimes I remember in the festival in the beginning, James gave the list of the teacher. Do you remember that? We don't have his or her number, and just be searching on the social media in the Facebook to connect it with him in the privately, you know. And I have, in the traditional way, immediately if anybody ask me something about the teacher coordination, and I'm so sorry, I know that is wrong, not corrected way to connect it with the teacher in the privately. But to be honest, I have some work in my organization, and immediately I connected with them, Ramesh, if he's available to teach the class today. And I forget to don't publish that in the teacher coordination. And you know, James making the conversations about me and you on the teacher, in the board of director channel. And that's, I'm so sorry about it. But I don't, I know that the formal channel, we can connect it with the teacher, his teacher channel in Discord. And I think that is not first time, maybe that's the second time, and I promise that's not repeatedly in the future.
Ahmed, I'd like to summarize you again. You're saying that in this group there is a rule that people, the teacher coordinators don't talk in private with the teachers. And but in the beginning, this was what we have done, because we didn't, most of the teachers haven't been on Discord, so we just searched them somewhere on Facebook or wherever, and we talked with them what was necessary to arrange the class, and then they came. And sometimes you fall back into those old patterns, that what you have done before, you do it now again, if you don't think about it. But you have a plan to not do it anymore in this way, and rather talk in the Discord space. Is that right?
That's correct.
So I'm just a bit disappointed or sad about the hearing when Ahmed says it's a rule. It sounds as if this is an act of compliance, doing it without it making sense to Ahmed. And I don't like it when people are just obeying some orders. I would prefer that we have an agreement about it, that all of us think, oh yeah, that's a good idea how to do it. Or say, well, I don't really like that we are doing it this way. I might still do it because the others, the majority wants it, but I openly say what really makes sense to me myself. And I'm curious if that's the case for Ahmed, if at his heart, he still thinks, oh, I would like to talk with teachers in private, and that would make much more sense, or to one individual teacher when we have a gap. And Rosie, you can teach. Can you teach? Ask her, or if he, or if it really makes sense to him. No, I don't want to do that. I want to talk to the whole group. So yeah, anyone else?
Nelly, you said you were not convinced by Ahmed's, like Ahmed said, agree to that he should not contact in private with the teachers, rather should be in a public conversation, but he did that already. And you are feeling whether you are curious whether he is complying to the I mean, as he said, it is a rule. So you feel that he's complying rather than, and you want him really to realize, and you want him to this should be his own decision, that no, I am not going to talk in private. You want him from
no, not really, Munmi. I want to know what Ahmed really thinks. If
you're curious,
if it makes sense to him or not.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to change what makes sense to Ahmed. I just want to know it. Yeah.
Okay, you're curious that whether he is complying or it is his own opinion too.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, I don't want any of us to do something out of compliance.
Yeah. So
if
if
there's
I'm
a
doing
disagreement, I want us to talk about it.
If I'm doing something, then I should do it wholeheartedly from myself, instead of rather than obeying to someone else's opinion. Right? Yes, I too agree with that. If I do something, so I should first agree with it, not obeying. And I also believe find it rather than a private conversation with a teacher is not so useful also, because it is not helpful actually, because when there are members in a same committee, teachers coordination, and one person is contacting in private to the teachers, and we don't know about what's going on between. So if we write in the publics, everyone can see, everyone can be aware of the fact of what is going on. So it is better to write or contact in public. And I also have a mind read about Ahmed contacting here Ramesh in private, because, and I want to check it. Ahmed, I have a mind read that you contacted Ramesh in private because last time in the students meeting, many times we informed him in public, but he didn't respond. Is this the reason you this time privately contacted him?
Yeah, sure.
I believe you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else?
Ahmed, when
Rosie?
you contact, yeah,
Rosie,
Ahmed,
please.
can you
I
hear me?
understand.
Can you hear me?
Rosie, yes, I can hear you, but can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very clearly.
Now we have the meeting, the teacher coordination subcommittee. Okay. Everybody, if you want to stay here, stay as a silent observer.
Oh, sorry.
I'm so sorry about it. Okay.
Yeah, maybe I will talk later.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else?
Okay. Yeah, I think it might be a good idea to open some time of the meeting for anyone who's participating. I'm in favor of that.
Yeah. In the last 15 minutes, we can open the floor for the people who want to participate. Okay, if you're done to talking about this agenda, we can move to another agenda item, if you don't mind.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you can go.
The second agenda item, we can talking about it. Can you remind me, Nelly? You suggest.
I wasn't the only person who was suggesting agenda items.
Nelly, I guess I heard you when I joined about saying about the division of work. I guess. I said.
I have a question to Ahmed. Do you have you checked if you can see the Google Calendar?
To be honest, I get your message by my email from you, but I am searching on the Google Calendar, but I don't have any permission to join the Google Calendar. But I don't know what's the problem because I was busy, to be honest, but in the evening today, I gonna to try again to search on the Google Calendar. And I have a suggestion about it. If you don't mind, maybe let's make some obstacle from some member on the teacher coordination. I can also lead make the Google calendars. I think the spreadsheet making by Fatima. And I can, if you, Fatima, have the complaint about it, I can help it about it.
Sorry, you are breaking up. I can't hear you completely, and you are frozen, all of you, for me, because of my unstable internet. So sometimes I miss what you are saying because of the internet.
I'm talking about I received the message by my email from Nelly to reach the Google Calendar, but to be honest, I don't have any permission to join to see the Google Calendar. I was busy. Today I gonna to try to again to reach the Google Calendar.
Okay. Ahmed, you said you got the message from Nelly about the Google Calendar, but you were not, you didn't see through it how it is done, right? You were not, you didn't get time to see the Google Calendar. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So I also got Nelly, I got your message and I opened it. I also have tried on my own calendar how you were changing it. I saw it. And I tried doing on my own calendar so that, you know, because in future I'm going to do this. So I have tried on this. I also have seen Fatima's spreadsheet, how she's doing, and I have been learning. I'm trying to do it on my own spreadsheet so that in future, in case if I need to, and I'm sure I will need some time to do this. So I'm experimenting the things. Literally, before I start to work, I have been learning the things, and I think Google Calendar, I'm confident of how to cancel or how to add things. Yeah, so I got the idea. Anyone else?
Monmi, you said that you get it, you receive the message by Nelly by your email to see the Google Calendar, and you're curious about to learn about the making the spreadsheet, and you have the desire to join the Fatima to making spreadsheet.
No, I will be doing the Google scheduling and announcement from 21st of October. So already I have been experimenting on my own calendar doing so. And also I have seen Fatima spreadsheet and try to do my own, because yes, yeah, you can say it is desire, because sometimes we may need to do multiple work. Like now James is not available and Nelly is doing the things, right? So I mean, as a board member or teachers coordination committee, I think whoever in the committee, we must be aware of all the things, how to do it, so that if someone is not available, we can manage things. Anyone
And
else?
you have, yeah, you have the desire to helping Fatima to making the Google Calendar, and you have the desire also to making the delay schedule and announcement, because you
Yes.
see that James sometimes is not available, and you need to making your own schedule, own spreadsheet, own calendar.
Not, yeah, I mean, this is just for, yeah, almost to help everyone. I mean, I want to learn all the works so that in case of need, I can be helpful to them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about my agenda. I think that is really important for me, if you don't mind. Sometimes we working in this team as a teacher coordination, but to be honest, in the past that was very clear for me, but now, to be honest, I have a confusing about a lot of the details in the teacher's coordination. If I need to work in the teacher's coordination, I want to know about Fatima task in the teacher's coordination. I want to know about the Monmi task in the teacher's coordination. I want to know Nelly task in the teacher's coordination, and you need to know about my task in a teacher's coordination. And to be honest now, I'm give you the example in the past. Our way, I'm talking about me and Nelly. Nelly making the schedule, Claudette making the Google Calendar, but I think he didn't make the Google Calendar. Nelly also making the Google Calendar, and I am connected with the teacher, bringing the teacher in the Discord and announcement the teacher's introduction, and then making the event on the Facebook. Is that correct, Nelly? In the past, we working in this way?
I don't fully agree, no.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, would you finish speaking? Then I can say what I...
So in the past, we working with this way. Now I don't know how I work in the teachers, especially in the teachers coordination. You know, in our group, the teachers coordination is very important. And like we distribute the task to the team, I mean the teachers coordination, and we make them more organizable, without the chaos, you know. And if you don't mind choosing the task, choose your task in the teacher's coordination and follow your task in the teacher's coordination. To don't make the chaos in the teacher's coordination, because you know, if you don't focusing on the teacher's coordination, that's make the chaos. If your teacher's coordination, that is very important in the general, any company, any life, is you have the strong coordination process in any company, that's meaning the succeed company. If your coordination process is not strong, that's making a lot of the case. And I in the teachers coordination, to be honest, I am living in CAS because I don't know about your task, Nelly and Monmi and Fatima. And I want to know about it. Anyone else?
Ahmed, you want to know, you want the different tasks in the teacher coordination to be that every member of the teacher coordination team understands what work there is in the teacher coordination and who is doing that work.
Exactly.
Yeah, I also think that's good. I think some of the work can be done by multiple people, or at once even. But for now, for the beginning, I would like to everyone just focus on a certain, maybe for a couple of days or a month or 2 months, I would like them to focus on a certain amount of things they do. And nobody else is doing those things. And at any time, it's clear this person does this. And then they can say, oh, I'm sick. Somebody else do it. But not just somebody else starting to do the same things. I would like to do that for a while. Maybe later when we are good, many people can do the same things at the same time, like talking to a new teacher. I think that can go in parallel. But some things like deciding which class can happen and which class can't happen, if 2 people do that, it's chaos. And yeah, I think it's very important that, and for myself, I can say what tasks I'm doing currently. I take the information that is in a special Discord channel where only James and I have write access currently. It's called Class and Meeting Schedule Tentative. And I take this information and put it into the Google Calendar. And after I've done that, I put an icon, a calendar icon on the entry on Discord. So that's one thing. And the next thing I do is I look at the calendar each day, and I write in the schedule channel on Discord, I write today's schedule is blah, 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 the number of classes that we have. That's the second thing I do. The third thing I do is when a class starts, when the first class of the day starts, I announce that this class happens in all the various groups on Discord, WhatsApp, announcements, and Telegram, and sometimes Facebook. And I also post the YouTube link. So I do that. I publish that we are having classes now. And for James's absence, I also was now for Munmi's absence, I'm also, after the classes of a day have happened, I write also again in this special channel on Discord, oh, all the classes have happened as planned, or there were some changes to the classes. And that's my tasks. Anyone else?
Okay.
Thank you.
So Nelly, see, I just forgot the first part, what you said, the most important.
Talking.
Yes, yeah, I remember. Yeah, thank you. So you said initially for the initial period, for certain period of time, you want the members, teacher coordinating members to do only their own task without interfering others' task, right? For the certain period. And when there is some, I mean, someone is sick or on vacation, then someone can take the part. The other who is going to be, you know, absent from the group. So for initially you want to do, you expect this from the members, and later on you said that the same person can do the multiple task.
No, one task
Later.
can be done by many people. Later.
Many people. Okay, one task can be done by many people later period, you said. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you also said about your task, that what are the tasks you are doing, announcements, Google scheduling, and then in that class and meetings, there is a channel in Discord. So there you were announcing, and also you were posting which classes happened and where there is a change, which I have been doing, but now I was, I was on vacation, so you were doing that task also. So that's all they said, right? Or anything I
think
missed?
so, yeah. I think
yeah,
so.
Okay. So, okay, thank you. I also agree with that, with the part that work should be divided among us, and we should stick to that work only. I think that is easier for us to execute the things, works. And but I'm curious, and I wonder when no one is sick, no one's on vacation, but a person is not doing the role, his job. In that case, how can it be managed? This is my question to the group. Like, I have seen a few days back, the two teachers are asking, when I got really, I got impatient and I started communicating to them. So I think because when the teachers are writing, they are expecting the answers on time, reply on time. So this is my question to the board. How can it be managed when someone is not sick or absent but still not replying? Then how can it be managed? And I also want that, like you said, later one task can be done by many people. I want to stick with the one thing that I mean, suppose whatever my job is, I'm going to stick with my job only, not doing other things or interfering in others' works. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to say that what I'm going to do now, my job, that from 13th, I will again take over Nelly, that whatever the classes has happened or whatever the changes, I'm going to write it. And then Google scheduling, Google Calendar scheduling, and the announcement part. At the same time, I was thinking, if anyone is willing to do or divide the work, Google scheduling by one person and announcement by one person, because these are two different things. If anyone is willing to do, can take it. Otherwise, Nelly, as you are doing, I'm going to follow you. But I would love if someone comes and take this part. But I don't want to give any burden. I mean, willingly, by their own will, they should come. I'm not forcing anyone. Anyone else?
Munmi, you are saying that you have a question that if someone don't do his job and his work without any sick leave or any problem, what the group should do, what the subcommittee should do. And this is your question, and what you wanted to divide the work between someone who want to do Google scheduling and someone who announced the meeting, the classes and meeting in announcement channel. You think it's better if 2 persons do that, not 1 person, but you don't want to put burden on the people. If they want, it's good. You think that's right?
Yeah.
Yes. What I'm doing now is recording the classes and meetings, which is taught or canceled in a spreadsheet. And I don't know the difference between Google Calendar, recording on Google Calendar and recording on a spreadsheet. And I want to know that. I'm curious to know what's the difference, because when Nelly shared this Google Calendar, it was perfect. And I'm doing the same job. So I don't know why I'm doing the same job. Is it going always like this, or Nelly, you just do it for a certain time maybe?
Are you finished speaking? I'd like
Yes.
to answer after the. Okay. So Fatima, or
yes,
no?
Yes, I'm finished. Thank you. Back to you.
Ура! Ши! Иди нахуй, сучка ебаная, блядь.
Okay, we have some. We just have almost just have some trolls here. Anyway.
Go ahead.
Okay. Did you remove them?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Fatima, you're on mute if you're talking. To someone else.
No, I'm talking to my son. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, you have a question about the why do we record? Why do we have 2 things that record maybe the exact same thing? The Google Calendar, where all the classes and the cancellations are visible, and also this Google spreadsheet, which Fatima is doing, which you are doing. Yeah. And your question is why would we do that, and what's the benefit for doing that?
Yes, I think maybe we are doing the same job. I'm not sure. Just I want to be sure that what's the purpose of what I'm doing, recording of screenshot. Sorry, screen sheet. Yeah. Google Sheet or Google Calendar. What's the difference between them?
Next row. Yeah. You're curious if we are doing the same work. My understanding, I mean, I'm also curious because it is more work to both do the calendar, keep the calendar up to date, and also write things in the Google spreadsheet. And the benefit I see is that in the spreadsheet, you can more easily write additional information. Like if the teacher has canceled their class within less than a week, you can write that there.
Is not until you fall that you
Next roll. Ahmed is trying to. Yeah, and you can filter later on. You can filter if you have one line for each event that has happened, each class. You can filter all classes that by one teacher, for example, and then you will get a list of maybe 20 classes that one teacher has taught, and that's that this way you can see very quickly that this teacher has taught 20 classes in the group so far. While in the Google Calendar, you maybe you can, but I haven't figured out how to. But it's harder, I think, to filter for all events where the teacher Rosie has taught a class. And if we ever start again with paid classes, it also in the spreadsheet you can make a column where the payment, the amount of money that the group owes that teacher is, and then you can make a formula which sums up all those single amounts, and we see, oh, the group has to pay $500 to teachers, and that's useful. So it really gets more useful the longer the list gets. At the end of October, it will be easier to have this list than to go back to the calendar and check, oh, how many classes did James teach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah. Never troll.
I think that's the name, Russian name. Okay.
So
are you done, Nelly?
I'm done, yeah. Anyone else?
So you mean that a spreadsheet is good for recording the details, right? I'm not working yet with filtering. To filter, I did one time just click on the filter and then I see that it separated the upper part from, then I didn't know more about it, how to sum up or other detail, but I'm planning to start with recording the classes for each day. For example, first 10th of October, these classes happen, taught in this day, and then in the other column on 11th, these classes and meeting happen on the 12th, and go on like this. I don't know how it will be going on. Is it good or useful for the group or not to record every day thought classes that's happening in a separate day, in a separate column, actually, to make it easier, find it classes in order, taught classes in order.
Fatima, your idea is that you would like to make a separate column for each day?
Yes.
With the classes that happen?
Yes.
Because then it might be better visible to what happens
yes.
at a specific day?
Yes, for example, James class today canceled, substitute teacher Nelly, next class added, next class like before. Whatever happened in a day, recorded in a separate column first, and then second, and then we will have 30 column at this plan for 1 month, because we have 30 days, 30 column. But I want to start from yesterday or today, maybe after I did the previous one. So this is my new plan, and I want to see how it will work. Is it good or not? I will share to the group, and let's see how is it. And I want to know your idea about it. Do you think it is work or another members?
You're or Moonmi?
Should we remove him or what?
GY, you can
I'm
ask.
gonna remove. Ahmed, will you remove Omar?
I removed him.
Okay.
Yes.
GY, you reading on the chat box. If you have any question, the meeting open for public. Ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. I've been here since the beginning of your meeting, and yeah, I'm hearing some of your conversations, your plans, about the group, and I'm just curious if there's some openings of teachers. I'm interested to be a teacher. I might have some ideas how to, do some teaching. I don't know. So yeah, I'm just want to know if there's some openings. So yeah, that's it. Is there any openings? Do you hear me?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you
for your interest. And from the board, the way I am envisioning how the board splits the tasks, it would be Ahmed who would talk with you about that issue.
Oh, okay.
Okay. GY, do you have Discord?
Yes, I have an account in Discord. Yes.
I send you the link, our group, especially I send you the Discord link. You can join if you don't have the Discord, okay?
Okay.
And in the general, you can send me, mention to my name or Nelly or Mommy or Fatima, because sometimes the people joining at the Discord change his name or her name.
Okay, so in the general chat, I will just maybe mention your name.
General channel on Discord.
Okay, and then I will ask you to if there's any available spot for teachers, maybe. Okay, I will do. Thank you for answering my question. You can go ahead and
You are
continue.
welcome, Joy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Say anyone else if you don't.
I'm sorry. Anyone else?
Okay. GYs, you're interested to teach, and you're curious how, if the group wants teachers, and how you can become a teacher in the group.
Yes.
I'm sad that the meeting is almost over. I want to answer Moonmi's question, which was, what do we do if somebody's not doing the share of work we would like them to do?
Okay, go on.
What?
What's your answer about it? If anybody have a task in the group and not do it, we kill him.
Yeah, that's the beginning.
We can get mad with him.
My idea is to really just use the teacher coordinations subcommittee meetings, or also the channel, to talk about what we would like them to do, and to listen to them, what they answer, and just work as a team, just by talking and listening, being in dialogue about it with each other, until maybe some new idea comes up. Maybe the person doesn't want to do that stuff or that work, or maybe they are doing it in a way that we just don't understand yet. And yeah, it certainly, I think it will help that person who is doing something if somebody listens to them and summarizes them. It will give them new ideas and motivation to do the work they are have signed up to do, or they are supposed to do. So I think that's the best thing we can do to get over a lack of motivation.
We finished the time, and I'm so glad to talking about the teacher coordinations meeting today, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye bye.